can project Arcos. We will be discussing the Arcos first.
Okay.
And I just want to, there are still, I am getting some of the practicals, some people they are sending in my mail. I ask that all of you should submit it through Google Classroom. So please do not send in my mailbox. You upload it in the Google Classroom. Is it clear to everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So many of you are submitting in Google Classroom, but still some people they are sending it in my mail. Okay, Aditi, you first start, and then I will join.
Okay. So, Arcos is basically a variety of sandstone in which feldspar content is greater than 25%. Okay. In this section, different kind of feldspar are clear. Like plagioclase has lamellar twinning, which you can see here, where this cursor is, and microclean feldspar is also present.
Yeah, cross-hatch
Yes,
twinning.
cross-hatch twinning. Yes, sir. And in this slide, sir, there are some quartz and some rock fragments are also there, and I think very less K feldspar is also there.
Oh no, Aditi, this okay, microclean is also K-feldspar.
Sorry, sir, orthoclase, I mean.
Orthoclase is less,
Yes.
but many of the grains which are showing the gray interference color,
Yes.
and if you see just below the microclean grain, the grain which is very dirty,
So this one?
very dirty, yeah. And then on the left upper side, this grain, these dirty grains, I think they are basically the orthoclase grain. Yeah, and this grain where you have
Sir,
just
this
put,
one.
this is also feldspar. This
Yes,
is
sir.
also
Sir,
feldspar.
I think this one is also.
This is also feldspar. So and then there are some quartz grains. Just show them some quartz
Sir,
grains. Which,
this is showing undulous extinction also, like very, it is very clear. And this is also quartz.
quartz grain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is also quartz, but with unitary extinction. No,
Unitary.
undulosity is very less. It is there,
Very
but
less.
very less. Yes, not that
Very
prominent.
less.
Yes.
And on
this is
the
also
and
quartz.
just where you have just kept your
Yes.
pointer, just point it once again.
So this.
No, niche.
So this.
This one.
Okay.
Now, can it be magnified a little bit? No, it cannot.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, what we are seeing here that there is some domains. There are some domains, and in between
Like
there are
this.
black patches.
Yes, so this.
And if you rotate it, little bit, you can see that she has rotated, and now you can see that the black patches that is changing its position. So this is some of the altered feldspar grain which are actually getting sericitized. Okay. Altered feldspar grain which is getting sericitized. Then the grain which is on the right side of the lower.
So this.
Right side, this grain. Now, what is this grain?
This is also feldspar. Orthoclase.
It is some kind of a. You can see that there are some streaks of the black and white, which are wedging streaks.
Yes.
And that clearly shows these are exsolution laminae. Exsolution, and this kind of exsolution lamellae you basically get in case of feldspar. Because from the solid solution, when it is coming down, then the two phases get separated, and that is the exsolution. This is the feldspar, and this is the feldspar grade. So, and then what about the matrix of this? These are the grains we are talking about. There are two major types of grains, quartz and feldspar. Within feldspar, you have some orthoclase, you have the microcline, and also there are a few plagioclase grains as well. Plagioclase grains as well. Lamellar tuning, though that percentage of plagioclase grains is very less compared to the orthoclase and microclase. Okay. Now coming on to the matrix. What about the matrix? First of all, what about the texture of this rock? What is the texture of this rock? Let the students reply. Any one of you tell what is the texture of this rock?
Sedimentary.
Huh? Sedimentary. Sedimentary texture.
Fragment.
Yes, fragmentary. Fragmentary, because different grains, they are individual fragments, and they are not matching with one another. Okay, so you cannot match one grain boundary with the other grain boundary, and they are distinct grains in their own right. And that is one. What about the matrix? What about the matrix? Can any one of the students can tell where is the matrix in this slide? Hello?
So I think
Any
matrix.
student can tell me where is the matrix in this slide?
The matrix becomes
हाँ?
matrix दिख नहीं रहा है.
क्या?
Sir, she is saying कि matrix इस slide में दिख नहीं रहा है.
अच्छा, मैट्रिक्स दिख नहीं रहा है.
Yes, sir.
Any other suggestion?
सर एपीमेट्रिक्स सेरिसिटाइजेशन आपने बताया.
हाँ, तो sericitization, that is some kind of a matrix that is not epimetric, called pseudomatrix. But this is not a very good slide to show you the pseudomatrix. But if you come to the extreme left,
Yes, sir.
so is there any grain you can make out? Even if you see the plane polarized light as well as the cross polarized light. So if you see that, isn't you feel that there is matrix? Are the students convinced or not?
Yes, sir.
So, but the percentage of matrix is very, very low. Percentage of matrix is very, very low. And I don't think the matrix is more than 5%.
Yes.
So if matrix is less than 5%, this rock is a arenite. And the feldspar content is definitely more than 25%. So if feldspar content more than 25% and matrix content less than 5%, then I will be inclined to call it a arkose. Aditi,
Yes, sir.
can you project the quartz arenite what we have shown in the last class?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
sir, this one.
Yeah. So I request students to concentrate on this quartz arenite what we have shown in the last class. What you have seen? that there are about more than 90% there is quartz and there is no feldspar. There are siliceous cement and form of overgrowth. There are some matching boundary, but in most of the cases it is non-matching boundary, and the matrix content is very, very low. And this is a slide for a quartz arenite. And what if students, you have seen this slide properly?
Yes,
Yes.
Properly? Then now I request Aditi to again project the Arcos slide. Now this is the Arcos slide. What is the difference between the two you are seeing? You see the difference between the two, doc?
Here, feldspar is more. Where
No, feldspar is more. The total appearance of the rock is different. It is. I think somebody who has kept his mic open and talking with somebody else. Who is that guy? Let me know the name of that person who is actually keeping the mic open and talking with somebody. What I am trying to impress on the student that how a quartz arenite look like and how a Arcos look like. There is simply a difference of the quartz arenite is a much fresh in look, whereas a Arcos is much dirty in look.
This is quartzite, I guess.
You just see it and then see the Arcos.
Oh. Sir, Arcos show कर दो आप.
Arcos.
Arcos.
Yeah. So this is fundamentally the difference, because there is lot of feldspar, and feldspar is a labile mineral which will be always changing to the clay and then the fine grained mica. So first feldspar changed to kaolinite and then kaolinite changed to fine grained mica sericite. So this change that basically caused the dirty character of the sandstone. Anyone has any question here?
प्लीज एक बार लिथिक फ्रैगमेंट कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं वो भी
अभी लिथिक फ्रैगमेंट दिखाया ही नहीं, तो दिखे, जब दिखाएंगे तब बोलेंगे.
सर मैट्रिक्स और रॉक फ्रैगमेंट का सर वो कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे सर? वो
जब रॉक फ्रैगमेंट दिखाएंगे तब बता देंगे, अभी दिखाए नहीं. अभी यह मैट्रिक्स दिखा रहा हूँ, वो देख लो ठीक से. जो चीज दिखा रहा हूँ मैट्रिक्स.
Sir, there's a.
Wake. Is there any feldspathic wake here?
Sir, we have lithic grey.
लिथिक ग्रे वाके ना, वो
Yes.
बाद में दिखाएंगे. फेल्सपैथिक वाके है?
No, sir. No.
No. So only Arcos है.
Yes, sir. And lithoronite है, Arcos है, and quartzite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here what I can show you that there is a very small amount of matrix, and the matrix, like the framework, they are also fragmentary and they are finer grain, but the percentage in this slide is very, very low. I request Aditi to pin some of the places, extreme left one, then I can see this one. Then I can see on the top, left top, जहाँ पर between cross polars लिखा हुआ है, उसका left में.
Sir, this part.
These smaller grains which are filling the space between the larger grain, and so these are all the matrix part of it. Okay. Any question? Otherwise, we'll go to litharenite.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If they have no question, Aditi, just project the yeah, this one. Litharenite.
Litharenite, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, this is litharenite. Basically, lithic rich.
They're not very good actually.
Yes, sir. Litharenite. Sir, we have only one slide.
litharenite and lit वाक्य है.
सर लिथारानाइट का एक ही स्लाइड है और लिथिक ग्रे वाक्य का एक.
ग्रे वाक्य दिख.
सर दिस इज
This is little better.
यस सर.
Student, please see the slide carefully. And describe this slide. I will not describe you. Any of you describe the slide. Vivek. Hello, Vivek. Are you online, Vivek Divakar? You please unmute yourself and describe the slide. No response. Then I request Trideep Hajarika.
Yes, sir.
Can you describe the slide?
Sir, they are showing range of grain size from moderate to high.
It is a well sorted rock or a poorly sorted rock?
Sir, poorly sorted rocks, not well.
What about the roundness of the grains?
Not well rounded, sir.
No, not well rounded.
Angular.
Sir, angular
Is
in
moderately rounded, not rounded.
Sir,
They are angular in shape
angular.
and not well
Yes,
rounded. Okay. Poorly sorted. So, how much is the matrix percentage in this? You can identify the matrix here. You can identify the matrix here.
Yes, sir.
Where is the matrix?
Extreme right in downside, sir.
This part.
I can see the entire slide. There is lot of matrix.
Yes, sir.
I need not have to go extreme right or left or anywhere.
Yes, sir.
So the black portion is whole matrix.
Hello?
So the black portion is whole matrix.
No, you are talking about the plane polarized light or cross polarized light. That you said. Tell me.
Cross polarized.
Cross polarized light matrix. Lot of framework grains also have become dark. How can you identify the matrix here? If I go to plane polarized light, you can see lot of Aditi, please explain.
Sir, like all these finer grains, these are metrics. Metrics are basically very fine grain, like it's, I think 0.03 mm, finer than 0.03 mm. all those grains that are finer than 0.03 mm, those are
These are जहाँ पर
considered
अभी
as
arrow
matrix.
arrow रखा हुआ है, that is completely matrix.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is matrix, and these finer grains, these like everywhere there are matrix everywhere. These finer grains are also matrix, and this is I think a rock fragment.
Yeah. This I am coming to that. First, let them first identify what is framework grain and what is matrix.
All
Let them be
these,
very, very clear about it. What is matrix?
so all these fine grains are these are matrix.
Matrix and what are the framework grains?
So these larger grains are
Grains are framework grains.
yeah,
Okay, and in between all fine grain material, that is matrix. Is there any cement here?
so contact is floating. Will be considered as floating.
I am not finding any cement here.
Yes,
Cement is not there. Cement, we have already shown them in the quartz
Oh.
arenite in form of silica cement.
yes.
Okay, there is no cement here. Then I am coming to the framework grain. Then what you are showing as a lithic fragment, point it out. Yeah, this is a grain which is a lithic fragment. And then if you cross it, you can see that this is the pattern of lithic fragment. Which now somebody was asking me how you differentiate between a lithic fragment and a matrix. Can you find what is lithic fragment and matrix? Who was asking me that how to differentiate between lithic fragment and matrix? All silent, no answer. Anyway, hopefully we are able to explain you that how to differentiate between a lithic fragment and a matrix. Okay, then Aditi, if you want to discuss anything more.
No, sir. Sir, ये slide में तो I think इतना
So it is a lithic wake because the matrix content is more than 12.5%. So it is a wake, and we are getting, I will not say they are very highly dominant lithic fragment, but there are lithic fragments. And the lithic fragments, it may be more than 8 to 10% in terms of percentage. Now you see that the fragment, lithic fragment, yahi par, Aditi, just keep it here so that I can explain. You see on the left side, where the cross is there, then the same cross, if you see the lithic fragment on the plane polarized light and the cross light. Now in the cross light, what you are seeing, that within the fragment, there are a number of mineral grains. How I identify a rock fragment? Here, unless I get a large number of mineral within that, a number of mineral together form a rock. And when I find a fragment of a rock, I should expect that will be a number of minerals within the rock. And that you can see the lath-shaped plagioclase, the dark colored glass. This may be a basaltic fragment. Anyway, so if students you do not have any question, we'll leave it.
So what are the grains that
Which grain?
the tabular shaped?
Tabular grain, normally it is called lath shape, and the lath shape grain, normally we believe those are plagioclase.
Sir, in PPL section, the black portions, can we call it cement?
No, it is not cement. These are basically the muddy portion, which are the clay portion that is showing you the black portion. It is not cement. Cement is completely different. I showed you the silica cement. I will also show you the carbonate cement. Aditi will here project the carbonate cemented sandstone. I will show you the carbonate cement. This is completely all these are matrix. All these are matrix. No cement here. Okay. If there is no question, Aditi, you just project. There is a carbonate cemented sandstone. Let us show it to them. They have a confusion about the carbonate cement.
Sorry,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah. Yeah. Now you see, Aditi, you first explain.
Sir, this is rock which is basically composed of quartz with some, like somewhere showing silica overgrowth, like here, and this is also here. Or the cement, the second type of cement is calcitic cement, which is showing this kind of.
Yeah. This is calcitic cement, and you also get a chart fragment
So
on the
this
left
is
side.
the with the so
Microtube.
this is iron rim, I guess,
Iron ring.
or
I will discuss. And internally, it is a microcrystalline silica, isn't it?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So what Aditi is showing you, Aditi is showing you a rock which has quartz, which has the rock fragment. Now what Aditi was pointing out, you see on the PPL, you can see that grain where Aditi is pointing the arrow, there is a brownish coating. There is a brownish coating. Can you see it? Entire grain,
Yes,
there
sir.
is a, now what is that? That is nothing but a oxidized iron rim. Oxidized iron rim on the grain. How can you generate an oxidized iron rim on a grain unless the grain is subaerially transported? Subaerially transported. The subaerial transportation that might cause the iron in the system to get from +2 to +3 state and form the ferric iron rim on the grain. Clear? Now, there are two types of cement here. Two types of cement. One is a silica cement, another is a carbonate cement. Do you feel these cements, they look like same as we were showing the lithic wake or the Arcos? उसमें जो matrix दिखा रहे थे, we were showing the matrix and now we are showing the cement. Both of them are the same type. It looks like same. Does it look same?
No, sir.
No. So now you can understand what we call the cement and what we call the matrix. Now here, Aditi, please explain by showing the arrow when you call it is a quartz cement and what you call the carbonate cement.
Sir, silica overgrowth, we have already explained.
Yeah.
When silica like grows from the surface of a grain.
Yeah.
Whether in the crystallographic continuity or not, that can be seen in the extinction. If it is showing the same property as the main grain, then it is in the crystallographic continuity. Otherwise, it grows in a different direction. And this cement, this is calcitic. Basically, like its characteristic is this twinkling property that it shows in the microscope.
Yeah, exactly.
I think.
Okay.
So all this.
So what Aditi was just explaining that Aditi, तुम जो overgrowth में ले जाओ अपना arrow. So here you can see there is a dust line, and above the dust line it is a broken overgrowth. The overgrowth is not complete on the entire grain. It is a broken. What does broken overgrowth mean? Means the grain is a recycled grain. That it got developed a overgrowth somewhere else, and then a broken fragment along with the overgrowth that has come and deposited here. So that is a recycled grain. So but it shows that there is a silica cement, and then the grains are further adhered to one another by a pink cement, which under microscope you will see a twinkling effect. The twinkling effect clearly shows that it is a carbonate cement. And these two, so the silica and the carbonate cement, these two are the we have shown here. Is there any question? Any student has any problem? They can ask. In the slide, both towards extreme right and extreme left, on both sides there are rock fragments.
So the left one is
Sir, please explain the brown rim part.
Huh?
So the brown rim, sir, please explain that part. Okay.
Brown part.
The
Oh,
brown
brown
rim.
rim. Brown
Yes,
rim.
yes, yes.
So Aditi, please explain.
Sir, oxidized rim. She was asking about.
Yeah. That she is asking.
So, like it happens when a grain is transported and it get exposed to the aerial conditions. Iron get oxidized and it forms a rim around the grain. Then, like in the microscope, it can be seen like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
it. Hello. That is exactly what I was telling, that if you have this iron oxide rim on a grain, it cannot be formed if the grain is always subaquatic. It cannot be, because the iron, it can only form during the subaerial transport of a grain, because the iron, it will be, oxidize to plastic state, and that kind of situation, it creates a oxidized rim around the grain. You can see in PPL, there are other spots of the same grain showing several other spots of oxidation spots, where the iron has come out and become oxidized. These are oxidation spots.
so it is on the extreme left.
Extreme left.
Yes, sir.
This is again a rock fragment. This is possibly a kind of pure mud class fragment, and with some amount of the replacement of the mud by silica. So this may be a mud clast, which is again a rock fragment. So on the right side, you get a microchart fragment, and on the left side, you have a mud clast. Is there any question? Are you sure that what is the difference between matrix and cement?
Yes, sir. Sir,
If a thin section given to you, you can identify the matrix and cement.
sir, near the chart fragment, there are smaller grains.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
Yeah.
That is matrix.
Yes, sir. That is my okay.
That is matrix.
Okay, sir.
But if you come little down, there are in this grain, जहाँ arrow है, उसके नीचे जो grain है ना बड़ा वाला, हाँ, इसके बीच में, इसका in the middle of it, we also look like there are some finer grain. This is not matrix. This is because of the polycrystalline character. Because if you rotate, it will merge with the main grain. देखे?
Yes, sir.
So that is not a matrix. It is part of the grain. Only crystallographic orientations are different in micro domain. That's why you are seeing that. Okay. Okay. So Aditi, is there any other slide?
No, sir.
Okay. So what we will do, we will give 2-3 slides, 2-3 pictures of this slide, that will be uploading.
Yes, sir, this is the slide where they can see the calcite. So,
ये तो totally calcite है ना?
yes, sir.
अच्छा अच्छा, this is good in the terms that how we identify the calcite cement. The calcite has 3 sets of cleavage. You can see these are the cleavage planes, but this is very यहाँ इतना अच्छे से दिखाई दे रहा है. It may not be look so beautifully everywhere. Otherwise, we basically identify by the twinkling effect of the extinction. Here you are getting the 3 sets of cleavage and 3 sets of cleavage that help us in the identifying the calcite cement. We'll try to show you next week some more the thin section photographs from our the slides in our possession. There I possibly will be able to describe it further better way.
Sir, I think it नहीं है.
अच्छा, तो okay, so one lithic wake and one Arcos. These two will upload the 2 photographs in the Google Classroom. Okay, and they will describe that and upload their description in the Google Classroom. Okay, all of you have already uploaded the quaternite that topic, the description in Google Classroom.
Yes, sir.
नहीं सबने किया है.
Sir, in
Yes,
half
sir.
an hour I'll do, sir.
Okay, so you people do it quaternite description, and this today we will be uploading these 2 also. You just upload that. In the next class, in next Thursday, we will be showing you some better pictures of these Arcos, litharenite, lithoake, and then from the next week onward, we will enter into carbonate. Okay?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, sir.
So let us call it a day if you don't have any question.
So can we expect lithic fragment मतलब थोड़ा बहुत भी एरेनाइट में
Aditi, you please try to explain.
सर मुझे क्वेश्चन नहीं समझ आया.
प्रेरणा और एक बार क्वेश्चन बताओ.
तो हम एरेनाइट में लिथिक फ्रेगमेंट एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं थोड़ा बहुत भी.
हाँ कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, litharenite you can definitely expect, like when there is the word triangular plot होता है ना.
Aditi, her problem is different. She is confusing between quaternite and arenite.
Okay.
Arenite is that where the matrix content is less than 12%. When you talk a arenite, it doesn't say it is a quaternite. It can be feldspathic arenite, it can be lithic arenite, anything. If it is lithic arenite, we can have rock fragment. I think you are confusing between quaternite and in a quaternite you will not get the lithic fragment.
Okay, sir.
Am I clear? Am I right in pointing out that where is the confusion?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I got from your question. Any other question? Okay. In that case, let us call it a day. Aditi will upload two pictures in the Google class, and we will be showing the more pictures of these rock types in the coming week.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.